Greetings to you. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. But if you're going to choose God and come to his team, just try to be better. You might have situations or things that you struggle with for the rest of your life. But come on, bring them on over, with you, and just turn them over to God and he'll help you get through it, It's better to deal with your issues on God's team than on Satan's team. We all sin. Everybody, good guys, bad guys, we all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. And love yourself. If you love yourself, if nobody else loves you, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself, because if you give up on yourself, then what? And if you lost everything, if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild, For those of you just tuning in, I focused out of 3 major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist paperback called The Shape of Suffering. Without no this, there's no that, And everything we say and do has an effect on our senses, you can look it up. It's called Dependent Core Rising. That's just to give you an idea. And I try to rotate the text at least twice a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I'm led to meditate. We're back in the Quran, and we're still in chapter 3, but we're moving along. We're in chapter 3, section 18. If I don't say the names correctly, please forgive me. We're in chapter 3, section 18, and we're going to be going through verses 171 through 179. Section 18, Ood, no gain to the enemy. Those who responded to the call of Allah and the messenger after the misfortune had befallen them, for such among them who do good and keep their duty is a great reward. Thank you, Lord. I'm trying. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. I know I don't have much on this earth, but it don't matter to me. As long as I can take care of my bills and I don't have to beg anybody for anything, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm trying to give back and do the right thing most of the time. Thank you. Those to whom men said, surely people have gathered against you, so fear them. But this increased their faith, and they said, Allah is sufficient for us. He is an excellent guardian. Yes, you are, Father. Yes, you are, Heavenly Host. Yes, you are, Father. Yes, you are. Yes. I'm with God. I don't care what anybody says. They can say whatever they want to say. Blah, 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 blah. Do you think I care anymore? No, I don't. Because you know what? I know. I'm with him. And I see what he does in my life. I don't have to, I'm thankful. I got, yeah. Yes, it's by his grace I'm still here on this earth. I know where my blessing comes from. I'm glad I'm not materialistic. Do I want nice things? Yeah. But I don't, my motivation is to try to be a decent person. If you try to be a decent person most of the time and then you do what it takes to get where you want to go, most of the time you'll make it. If that's what you really want to do, It takes some effort too, So they returned So they returned with favor from Allah and his grace. No evil touched them, and they followed the pleasure of Allah. And Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. Yes, he is. I have people on my butt. You wouldn't believe it. I'm like, why me? Of all people. You wouldn't believe it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to keep telling it. Right, bullies and bad guys. But if it wasn't for God, I'm like, of all people, y'all want to harass the person that's trying to help somebody, but you letting the bullies and bad guys run rampant. You letting them just reign. Do what you want, bullies and bad guys. People who are trying to help and give back and help people. No, you're going to be tormented and tortured. There's an end for that. We got to stand up, people, to these people. We got to stand up to these politicians and these officials that aren't doing their jobs. You took oaths to serve and protect. You're not doing that very well. You're serving and helping the daggone criminals and letting them be on the street too long when you know they should be off the street. That's my problem with it. You hold on to stuff too long that you know you should have got dealt with. That's your fault for that. You're going to be held accountable for that. And let not those grieve thee who run into disbelief precipitately. Surely they can do no harm to Allah. Allah intends not to assign them any portion in the hereafter. For them is a grievous chastisement. Get all your rewards on earth and don't do the right thing. You don't think it's real? Keep on trying. You're going to find out. Those who buy disbelief at the price of faith can do no harm to Allah. And for them is a painful chastisement. Keep not believing bullies and bad guys. Your time is coming. Because some of us are standing up. We're not going to put up with this. Our kids don't deserve this crap you all are handing down for us to accept. I'm not accepting it. And I wouldn't, if I was a young parent, I wouldn't accept this bull crap you guys are trying to make people, swallow and digest. It's sick. And let not those who disbelieve think that our granting them respite is good for themselves. We grant them respite only that they may add to their sins, and for them is an humiliating chastisement. Keep on clowning like there's no tomorrow. Keep on. Let me write that verse down. 177. So I can know to do something with that. Allah will not leave the believers in the condition in which you are until he separates the evil from the good. Let me read that again. Allah will not leave the believers in the condition in which you are evil. Excuse me. Let me start it again. Satan, get back. Get behind me, Satan. Please get behind me. Allah will not leave the believers in the condition in which you are until he separates the evil from the good. Nor is Allah going to make you acquainted with the unseen, but Allah chooses of his messengers whom he pleases. So believe in Allah and his messengers. And if you believe and keep your duty, you will have a great reward. Okay, is there any particular name for just a messenger? A messengers could be people trying to get people to turn to God. And let not those who are niggardly in spending that which Allah has granted them out of his grace, that think that it is a good for them. I don't care. I don't care. No, don't. If you say something stupid in the comments, I'm gonna block you. Okay? I will. Because I'm gonna read all these texts word for word, and whatever's in it is gonna be exposed for being in it. It's as simple as that. I'm about truth and justice. That's what I'm about. I don't get caught up in all the bull crap. I'm going to read stuff for what. I'm going to bring it to you the way it is. I'm going to reread it. And let not those who are niggardly in spending that which Allah has granted them out of his grace think that it is good for them. Nay, it is evil for them. They shall have a collar of their niggardliness on their necks on the resurrection day. And Allah is the heritage of the heavens and the earth. And Allah is aware of what you do. And He's aware of what the scribes did. I ain't going to get into that and what they say. But I'm not getting caught into that. Because all the texts got some messed up stuff in them. Every single one. I've been banned. I got shadow banned out of the New Testament, out of the Old Testament when I first started. Verses coming right out the Bible. But a minute, because I'm going to read every verse. Every single verse. And whatever it is what it is.